That's a thinking song right there, honey. I got some good music on this here phone. Good morning, everybody. I swear I was just 17 this coming year. I'll be 27, baby. You need to listen to that 7 years. It's a real good song, porque when you're journaling and trying to figure out which way your life is going, listen, we didn't win a little bit through my R&B and trap, honey. My journal music, oh Lord, it'll have you all over the place thinking. But I need to stay in contact with my emotions. I need to be connected to my emotions because God is seated in that. That's where He is. He's in the spirit. So when I disconnect from my emotions, good morning. When I disconnect from being connected to what's on the inside of me, which is my mind and all of that, then I disconnect myself from God and I just be doing whatever. And I can't do that because then I'll be over there in the hospital or it just be a lot. I don't want to think about what happens when I don't listen. Good morning, Auntie. You feeling okay today, Auntie? Good morning, one love, and everybody. Good morning. I can't find my Mr. What's his name sweater. I don't know what I might be in the washer. I did some laundry. I don't know where nothing is right now. Nothing. The song of the day. The song of the day is 7 Years by Lucas Graham. I want everybody listening to that. That's our music homework for today. Getting ready for a funeral. I talked to Miss Lisa. She going to a funeral. Y'all pray. We'll be praying for you, Auntie, and y'all pray for Miss Lisa Congress. She emailed me about her friend being in hospice a couple of weeks ago, and she passed, so she's going to her funeral today. So she won't be in class. So y'all pray for Miss Lisa Congress. She's the lady that sends me the wine from Florida. So y'all pray for her. She got to go to her funeral today, and Auntie will be praying for you too. Auntie got to go to her funeral today too. We'll be praying for you too, Auntie. Yeah, thank you, Smitty. Good morning. So with that, I got up early because I don't be wanting to start these classes late because it be taking up my whole day, and I don't too much care for that. So we're gonna go back to having these early morning classes. So if I want to do something at 9 or 12, I can do it instead of looking up and I've been on here and it's 1 o'clock and I ain't did nothing. I gotta get back to handling my business in the morning and doing what I need to do, like getting my routine back. Cause this waking up and being up at 3 o'clock, or 4 o'clock till 3. I like to get up right now before the sun has got moving around. It's called 7 Years, Auntie, by Lucas Graham. 7 Years by Lucas Graham. I believe he's in like a British or he's from the UK. I could tell by his accent. It's a really good song, though. I just want y'all. That's your song, yeah, man. It make you think. Don't it one love? It'll change your whole life. That song, I promise you. Have you think about everything? Have you think about your decisions and whatnot? And listen, I got some other stuff on here that'll make you think too. Yes, ma'am. I journaled this morning. Just finished my workout. Come on, Randy. How to you, women? You not feeling good? Yeah. It's something going on. They putting something in the water in there. That song makes me cry. Good. Good, 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 good. You know, y'all always talk about y'all be crying a lot now. Did y'all used to cry this much before? Hmm. I did. I slept real good, baby. Sorry I didn't get back on here, honey. I went and made that tray. Made me 2 more of them dang fish sandwiches, baby. And before I knew it, I think I fell asleep in my plate, honey. I had to get up and put that thing over there on the shelf. I think I fell asleep eating. I said, "Oh, let me get on in this bed." You said, "No, no, never." I believe I fell asleep on top of the last part of that bread. And then I think as I was getting to put it on my shelf, the plate, I think I bit the last of the little bread just on the top because I didn't want the bottom that had the sleep eating is crazy. As a kid, I wasn't even allowed to cry. I didn't cry as an adult for real, for real. Oh, I know that part. And then people wonder why they have angry children. And they just start doing crazy stuff because they don't get to release those toxins. I cried so much yesterday. Both lessons were powerful. Oh, I've always been a crybaby, me too. But I used to get punished for crying. I used to just cry for no reason. I'd be driving down the street just crying. It's real good. Actually, you'd be crying. You probably be interceding for other people. A lot of times people don't realize that. If you just break out crying, a lot of times that's not always depression. Sometimes you're an intercessor and don't know it. I'm gonna be in bed today. I think I've been doing too much. Listen, Brandy. That's why I ain't been doing all that. I'll go get in my bed and just lay there. I work, yeah, yeah, good. You let him let it out. Yeah, but a lot of times, if you just cry for no reason or you feel like heaviness and stuff, most times you're an intercessor and you don't have to know the person. God just knows that that person is in so much turmoil or stress that they can't pray for themselves. So God will use you to pray for somebody all the way across the country. I don't know, honey. The volume might be down. Let me see. There you go. Is that better? Y'all, give me a break. I don't have any. I got my baby bought me some. One of my babies here bought me some microphones. I still ain't put them on because I'm gonna have to wear two. I'm gonna have to wear one for this one and one for that one. I'm gonna do it. But then I'm gonna be hollering on in y'all ear. Y'all know I get loud. Y'all know I get. Somebody asked me the other day why was I yelling at. If I was where they was, I would have punched them in the throat. Lord, that's why He keep me to myself. That's why He keep me over here by myself. Cause why is you on my page? If it irritates you, why you be over here? That's what I don't understand. Stuff I do not like, I do not be around it. Good morning, I learned something from homework. Uh-huh. Yep. And did. He did. Mm-hmm. He did. Good job. That means you studying and reading. That makes me excited. That's another thing that makes me happy. I really am proud. I'm driving to work. Catch up to y'all when I get there. Okay. Be careful, Naisha. So glad I found this community. I'm glad you found it too. And I love when we got 19-year-old nephews and 17-year-old nephews busting their mama's heads and stuff. Big brothers, cousins, the friends on the bus driver, the teacher, the counselor at school, the lady at the grocery store. Oh, been listening to this Korean guy lately. These songs. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Put on whatever makes you emotional, not angry. But whatever makes you soul search when you're journaling, if it's hard for you to get into the mood of it, I'll put these bad babies on and put on Adele. And baby, before I know it, I got 2 pages written out. You gotta block out the world sometimes in order to focus on your thoughts. That's why I keep me a pair of these. Them earbuds is nice, but you can still hear people, baby. I want to block out the whole world when I'm trying to get in my mind and think about what it is I need to say to God because I need Him to listen. I need Him to listen to me. You heard me? Yes. Because sometimes you can't think because you hear the car door closing, you hear the air clicking on, somebody got the TV on the room, you listening. You can't get in your thoughts like that. But you get you some of these that block out all the sound and turn your music on, make sure everybody's straight, baby. You have 4 5 pages before you know it. Tears that been in fail, you can laugh. Somebody think you crazy. You gonna go through every emotion, but it's so good because you feel so much lighter afterwards. I do not want to go back to being a person that cannot release. That is a horrible place to be. It really is. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be fake. How do y'all handle increased spiritual awareness while working a regular job? Um, that's your testing ground. That's where you learn how to make sure that your prayer works. And when you get to see, that was my testing ground, honey. I told you, I pretty much every job I worked at, I changed company policy, all kinds of stuff, and it was all through prayer. How different managers treating people bad and playing with people's lives. Oh no, sir, you gotta go. I'm about to talk to my daddy about you. You either gonna straighten up and fly right, or you're gonna be out of here. And I just been here 2 weeks. These people, but you're not gonna keep treating people like that, playing with people's livelihood. And my daddy got something to say about that. Which leads us, thank you for asking that question, because that actually leads us into what we're going to study today. We're back in the lives of the prophets, because I think it's important for y'all to understand when you call by God what it is that you be going through. Good morning. And, yeah, so I'm going to run to the restroom, let everybody get in here so they can say good morning. Folks is getting to work, they getting the kids up. So I'll give y'all a few minutes. We only been here for 11. And I done already had a cup and a half of coffee and probably a whole thing of water. So y'all already know where I'm about to go. But I'm going to give y'all a couple of minutes to come on in. I guess this would be like equivalent to when everybody is getting in and the ushers really ain't at the door yet, but they is. So y'all the people that be at church when the church doors open. And then y'all go and sit down and get in your seat and put your purse and stuff there, put your Bible down because you don't want nobody to sit there. And then you tell your kids, sit down and don't move and don't let nobody sit here because I'm sitting here. And we got to be there 35 minutes before church starts. Before they really even, you lying talking about you praying and you in the bathroom gossiping with Sister Jones. I did not hear no prayer. Let me leave y'all alone. It's too early to want to be picking on church. Sorry. Look, everybody, good morning, Mr. Hardy. Everybody like, because y'all all know that was y'all grandma, y'all auntie, or your mama. Or all three. And your uncle wife. Got to church early so they could see what everybody had on. And now they praising the Lord going back so everybody can see what they got on. We ain't gonna talk about it. We not gonna talk about it. Sis, you look. Where's my fan? I gotta do it. I'm sorry. Y'all just gonna have to be mad. Where is my fan? Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord, honey. Praise the Lord. Oh, this old thing, girl. I got it out the back of my closet, girl. You was just at Macy's. Quit lying. We seen it. But praise the Lord. Praise the Lord, honey. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord, honey. Hey, praise the Lord, minister. How are you? And you didn't talk all about who he messing with. Just fake. What is y'all fanning off the fake? Is that what y'all doing? You pointing out the people that you messing with, or show me. Listen, and tell me what's going on. And then they always be walking like this when they got them new heels on. Praise the Lord, honey. Yeah, I'm going to sit down, girl. These shoes, you know, girl. I done put my kitten heels on. I'm just waiting on Pastor. He said, I believe the Spirit is gonna come through here today. That means he about to ask for a whole bunch of money. He about to ask you for a lot of money. When he makes sure that they playing that drum beat just right, so everybody can fake shout. Oh yeah, y'all about to get that money up. You got to get it. The music was good at the club, this church, the church club this morning, honey. Ooh, I was shaking my dollars the way they was dancing up there. You mean the praise dancers? Y'all was throwing the money at the praise dancers? Because I believe when praise dancing is going on, sometimes that is the same time when the offering plate is going around. Well, at the strip club, we call that making it rain. What difference y'all see? Because if it ain't the praise dance, it's the choir people up there singing and gyrating. And then everybody get the fake dancing around. Okay, this is the club. Or is it not? You said that's what they do at Nigerian weddings too. I'm trying to see where the difference is. Because when the bass drop hit, that's when the money start flying. When the drummer hit that, and then all the money come out, and folks is waving it around. Am I wrong? Ain't that what happened? Let your song come on and you at the strip club. If that's his song, he about to pull that money out and wave it. You hear me? Ain't nothing. Tom says that. Yep, you're right. I've never thought about it like that. Gosh darn it, that's exactly what happens. And everybody dressed to the nines. Real. So do they give up one club to go to another? Do they click up exactly like they do at the club? Because even though what they might say has changed and how they dress has changed, ain't nothing changed on the inside. They danced real hard in the club to get attention, and they dance real hard in the church to get attention. They always talk loud when they was in the club and about to be because they want people to pay attention and act mad, and they get in the church and do the same thing. You just went from one club to another. You went from one clicked up place where you could be messy to another, but your insides haven't changed. No, you still meet mugging people when they come through the door, just like you used to do in the club. Lean over and whisper something to somebody and act like you praising the Lord with them, or type something and show it. Ain't that what you did in the club? Ain't that what you did at your homegirl house at the backyard party? So what have you really changed? Still trying to stun on people in church? I'm about to preach harder than them. I'm about to. So you bring the competition of the world into God's house and wonder why souls can't be saved. They see you money hungry. I'm for real. I mean, is we gonna talk about it? I never heard of praise dancing into the new age taught in my old church was a school showing me. Come on, none of that. And this might be some of y'all. Good morning. This might be some of y'all. But what you gotta do is know for a fact that if this is you, you better change it. And some of us, it's been bred in us to be like that because that's what we saw church people do. But I'm telling you, you better make sure you ain't just sitting in a Christian club. You better make sure that the place where you are going to is ministering to your soul and you're not acting like the Pharisees and the Sadducees, or it's pointless you being there. And I believe in my heart, this is what God's going to say at the last day, go away from me, you work of iniquity. I never knew you, because it can't be because you was getting drunk or whatever because he used Moses. It can't be because you was a murderer because he used God knows however many people that kill people, unalive people. So what is it? Because all the people that the church tells us to stay away from is the people that God used. could he use them if they were so horrible by the church's standards, but God chose to use them? Hmm. Because he knew men was going to already be self-righteous once they called themselves coming to Christ, and they was going to try to make everybody else feel like they not as saved as them. So he went and got the worst type of people in hopes that they would just be grateful that he took them out of the muck and the mire that they were in, and they would keep themselves humble and put him on the throne and not themselves. You hear me? What's going on? Yes. But when I read the emerald tablets, they're not called the emerald tablets. When I read the emerald tablets, they're called the shepherd of Hermes. This is your emerald tablets. You're welcome. All right, y'all. So we've been in here 22 minutes. Is y'all ready? Thank you so much, Trishonda. I appreciate it. They were supposed to, thank you, Memphis. They were supposed to be black. But Queen said something about some purple. And I don't know how her saying purple ended because I wanted black and red nails. That's what I wanted. And it looked like black on the thing, but it wasn't black. Okay. So with that, I tell all newbies just come in and chill out. You'll know what I'm teaching once I start teaching it. Just come in and listen. That's an easy way to do it. That way you'll know. Because this isn't scripted. It doesn't work like that. I mean, I have something today, but normally it's whatever he pop in my mind once we start talking. And that's the cool thing about just reading and reading and reading and reading and reading and reading right now is the information will be stored because you never know when you're gonna have to use it. You don't gotta put it in this whole block of it can only be no. Just read right now. Just read and take in as much information as you can. Okay, well I'm gonna tell you. So look at this. If you want to try to teach my class, I'm going to say get on your live now because I have a lot of people that come in here. They see my books and they start asking me questions to test my knowledge and all of that, and I don't got time for it. If you're knowledgeable and you want to come in here and try to teach my class, I'm gonna just say go on and get on your own live and do it because I do have the Holy Ghost and God allows me to know when it's somebody in here trying to pick me to see how much I know. Because what a lot of people don't understand is you ask certain questions that most people don't know about, so that get okay, like right. You asking questions about information that is not, and I'm not just saying you, but this is how I be knowing who is who, y'all. You hear me? Because you asking questions about information that is not common knowledge, so then I know that you're probably studying in certain things. You see what I'm saying? And so, like, y'all seen me get people be like, bro, you already know the answers because you're asking questions about stuff most people don't even know exists. Don't come here playing with me. It cracks me up because people think that these books are for aesthetic. They really do. Because people are so used to being fake and being parrots and only, repeating what they hear. They do be trying me all the time. But the Holy Ghost is real. No, no, no. I'm not talking. Listen, you're not the only person. I'm not just talking to you. I'm just telling you, we got a lot of new people here and they need to understand. I just don't like when people do that to me because they do it. It don't have to be you. But yeah, this is a safe space. It is. Okay, so. Mm, yeah, well, what the, 'Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Page 388, book two. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Maylene. I hope I said that right. Is it Maylene? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Good morning, everybody. And I know scientists, they've been knowing. It's kind of, you're going to see here in a minute. We on book two. Thank you. People be messing my name up too. Even my fake name. They mess that up. They mess up my real name and they mess up my fake name. It's okay. I'm used to it. I'll be trying to get people's stuff right. So, um, one of the things that I be wanting y'all to understand is when you're called by God, it's not gonna look like what everybody else thinks it should look like. Good morning, Pumpkin. Um, it's not gonna look like what other people think, especially if you have a personal relationship and He's been building you. I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. My son gave me these pajamas, and I really like that the tips on here is metal. Thanks, son. Pray for y'all nephew. He on his way to New York too. I'm sorry. Pray for my boy, y'all. He on his way to New York. He texted me last night talking about on my way to New York. Boy, you was your mama's child. You was just on one coast. Now, 7 days later, you on another coast. Go on and get him, son. Go on and get him, son. Go on and get him. He said, "Yep, I don't got no kids. I'm about to see this world. Come on through, son." hmm He on business trips, so y'all know he started his company and he's doing his thing. So I'm proud of him, and I actually see all the tools that I put in them finally working in all of my kids. I said I did not want them to be able to be scared to travel. So we traveled all over the country. They watched me go places by myself. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the first one out of all my kids to go to New York. I've been like 3 times. I think this is his first time going. So it's crazy to see how they be traveling to the places that I went to that they didn't even really know I went to when they was young. And they're going those places now. You know, but my kids ain't scared. They'll hop on a flight, drive. They is not scared to travel by themselves. I got my friends making forgiveness lists, getting out of unforgiveness, and they don't even know. Come on now. Lay the cheese out. That's your kiss from your TT. Get them, baby. Oh, you said you gonna do like my daddy did and have them doing stuff and they don't even know they doing it. Like you is not about to keep making me miserable, girl. Here, let me help you. She said they don't even know they doing unforgiveness. Lay the cheese out. Mm-hmm. Somebody move my cheese. Listen here. I'm trying to tell you. I love it. Good job, Miss Nicole. You said, I'm about to run these numbers up and see. You said it's just as simple as doing these exercises. You hear me? You hear me? My daughter told me yesterday, she said, Mama, your kids don't have no problems. Ain't doing nothing wrong. I cried. Come on now. High five on to you. High five. High five. Listen. Listen. Change. Not listen. Oh, I love it here. I do. We have a great space. We have a great space. We have a great space. People can hear things that might not be a reality in their life, but they can be because you heard it is for someone else. And anything that you hear about, you can ask for it. Not in envy, but God, I would like to have that feeling, or I would like to experience that because it happened for them, so it can happen for me. This is why I say, like, I love it what we do here early in the morning. Early in the morning. Early in the morning. We got nieces about to be 27, busting their friends' head, mama's head, cousins' head. I love it. You said what happened? And don't you understand? What? What are you talking about? Okay, so what was I saying? I forgot. That snapped me out. Let me. I don't even remember what I was saying. Hmm. That part. Okay. Oh Lord. Let's see. Me or somebody else. Is he talking to me? I did have to go to the bathroom. Me. Okay. Okay. Auntie, why you be slapping me on the head? You got a million nieces you be sending stuff to. I just want to make sure I don't want to be like I feel like every time you say that you talking to me. She said you. I love it. I need that. It reminds me of my mom. I think that's not in the bad way, but I be needing that sometimes. Now you just folks are in New York. Oh. I'll have to call him. Sometimes when he go out of town, he don't answer. He act like his mama. When he go out of town, he act like his phone don't work. Because when he's in Cali, he barely answers. Like he don't be answering. He petty. He act just like me, y'all. That's my Pisces kid. He act just like his mama. He be wherever the wind blow. He in that stage now where he just. My name is Mike, and do you know anything about the pineal gland? I do know about the pineal gland, but not in the way that people use it. Uh, yeah, that'll be a different conversation for another day because that could take us. But I do. Just send me an email. TrovaCirca22@gmail.com because that's a whole different conversation. Okay, so with that, I do. Um, I'll be right back. Let me go. Let me get my mind together real quick. Give me about 2 minutes. Yeah, I love it here too. But we about to do this because I want to read something and we're not getting off track today. And I don't think I really gotta go nowhere today. So if class can stay where we need to be, I might be on here for a while today because I got up early. Oh, there's no vote, honey. That's not how it works here. Okay, so here for bingo, kind of let me tell you. I don't know how long you'll be here, but I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, that's not how it works. My stuff is not scripted. Literally. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Cause yeah, I have to let people know that that ain't how I work over here. Everything is improv. I'm impromptu over here. We do improv all day long. You said you got up early. I haven't been to sleep. Oh, auntie, do you got your lavender stuff, auntie? You need to. When is the funeral? Wait a minute now. Okay. Gotta get sleeping. Don't she be on the move? I don't need, y'all know her. She ain't about to listen anyway. She gonna do what she want to do. That is my auntie for real. Yes. Do you know that this thing is still going from yesterday? Now that's crazy. Excuse me. My diffuser, so I must have put it on a low setting or something because it literally is still going from last night, which is crazy. Uh, so I did get some gifts. I'm gonna wait till later to show y'all. Wow. Okay. Oh, I can't, Desi. I hope you're doing good. Good morning, everybody. Okay. So, is we ready? Did y'all make it to the page? Good morning. We in book two on page 388. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay. Oh, I think my face is getting fatter or something. I don't really know. You can't find it on the PDF. I don't know what PDF you have. See, I'm on a PDF right now, but the PDF I have looks exactly like the book. You see it? So I don't know. It's not on sacred text. I don't think. I don't think it's over there. You have to download the actual book from where is it? PDF dot something. You type in James Charlesworth PDF book one and book two on Google, and it'll come up. Is it in Google Books where it's downloaded? Yeah, I don't know because I've had this for years, y'all. I had this like a long time ago when I didn't have the books. I was reading it there. Okay, y'all, we're reading book two, The Lives of the Prophets in the Old Testament Pseudepigrapha. That's where we at. Page 388. That's where we at. So if you don't have the Old Testament Supergrapha, you're gonna have to go and download it. They have a free PDF, and make sure you look for book 1 and book 2. Thank you, Justice. No, Melissa, and I don't do that for security reasons. Mm-mm. It's like telling everybody your social security number. But I do. There are books listed in my Amazon store that you can go get. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's people crazy. People started stealing books recently. You hear me? People that start stealing people. Yeah. People's books have been stolen from work and everywhere. I told y'all they was gonna start stealing y'all books. You better be careful. Is book 2 $4.39 on a PDF? Okay. It's $4.39 on a PDF. You got a duffel bag full in your car stolen of books. I believe it. I'm 30. I should be up there. They tore my books in the mail. Are you serious? That sucks. That sucks. Did you send them back? My books go everywhere with me. It was in the bag. That sucks. That sucks. I'll be sending them back. Y'all can have this bag. Take pictures. And the cover is gone. Yeah, I'll send them back. Depending on what book you have, I mean, you can always order another one. I don't know what book it is, and then let that be your study book that you highlighting and stuff. I had to use clear drift take on my OTP just to keep it strong. Riz. This is my original OTP, so you already know. I know. This is hardback. These was hardback books. Yeah, they don't even got the covers on these bad babies no more. You hear me? I already know. And now that I know how, I gotta let me get them for $40. But I didn't know that the hard cover set is like now they got them up to like $500 for 2 books. I still got my covers. They in here somewhere. Yeah, they done been through some things. That's why I told y'all, like, I done been through these books so many times. It's ridiculous, honey. Mm-mm-mm. They is raggedy. Look at it. Yes. And it's just all the way through here. Listen, I highlight what I read. Oh, yes. So when people come in here talking crazy, no, I did my studies, honey. These books is raggedy. Do you hear me? You see, I leave notes. When I'm studying, I'm leaving notes to myself. These books is raggedy. That's why we got these new ones now. Mm. Okay, so let's get going. Y'all ready? Yeah, that's why any book that I plan on studying in detail, I always try to get a paper book, like a paperback copy, and then I'll try to get a nice copy because I'm gonna write in one of them. I have to. I can't not write notes. So there's that. Here we go. So we're at the top of page 388, and it says, well, I'm gonna go back just a little bit. It says, this Jeremiah gave a sign to the priests of Egypt that it was decreed that their idols would be shaken and collapse through a savior, a child born of a virgin. in a manger. Wherefore, even to this day, they revere a virgin giving birth and placing an infant in a manger, and they worship. And when Ptolemy the king inquired about the cause, they said, it is an ancestral mystery delivered to our fathers by a holy prophet, and we are to await, he says, the consummation of this mystery. This prophet, before the capture of the temple, seized the ark of the law and the things in it, and made them to be swallowed up in a rock. Who knew? Who knew? Well, you probably went ahead and read. Did you remember when I told y'all John the Baptist got swallowed? His mama put him in a rock. So the prophet was able to get the ark and everything out of it. Mind you, nobody's supposed to be able to touch that thing. Most people that touch the ark drop dead immediately, remember? Remember, old boy, the ark was about to fall. He tried to catch it and he dropped dead. But he was able to touch it, get everything out of it, and hide it in a rock. What's that say about him? God had to have done it right. Because normally, if you touch, even the priest, if you wasn't right and you touched he was holy, you would die. So he was able to touch it and take the stuff out of it. That wasn't normal. Says a lot about his relationship with God, because the priest could not even do what he did. That's crazy. Everybody ain't the same. We all serve the same God, but everybody's level of relationship with God is not the same. Do you hear me? So be careful trying to, if they do it, I can do it, because it could cost you your spiritual life. Who is they? God called us all, maybe not. Come on, Miss Nicole. We serve the same God with different job descriptions. Exactly. There's level to this ish. And you can put yourself in a very dangerous situation playing around on the 7th floor when you're supposed to be on the 3rd floor. Because if your spiritual awareness and your spiritual strength is not where it needs to be, you about to get towed up. So be careful talking about just because they can do it, I can do it, because you don't know. They've been training for what they're doing. You gonna be crushed under the weight. First of all, you don't even know how to lift correctly. You about to throw your whole back out. You don't know where to position the weight at. You don't know how to breathe and then extend. You don't know how to only try to hold it for a couple of seconds and then dead drop. Thank you, Jesus. You trying to hold up and pick up something that ain't your mantle could crush your spine, honey. Come on. You got to be careful trying to jump into somebody else's shoes because you want their praise. But you didn't go through the training that they went through to get there. Get your training first. Or as they say in the, what's the name? Get your weight up. Right. Going to a karate match and you don't know karate. Exactly. Look at a damn fool. Oh, listen. Got this. And the nigga about to Hit you right there. He go put that thumb out and knock your tail out. With one thing, when you, why, he done came up and hit you under that chin, baby, and you sleep. Sit down somewhere. Now, what was you saying? Oh, why what? What? He took you out with this right here. Just this part. He didn't have to swing it. You, while you won, he done hit you under there and slap you. One thing, now, next. Anybody else? Okay. Be careful. I'm trying to tell you. I don't go playing around in waters I don't know. I don't. And what I mean by that is if I hadn't been trained to tread over there, I don't. I ain't worried about what you're doing, and I'm not trying to get like nobody. I just want to be on the lane that my dad wants me on. That way, good morning. That way, I could do what I need to do. Come on, Miss Nicole, and yes, and yes, cause ain't nobody got time for it. All right, so let's get going. Here we go. And to those standing by, he said, the Lord has gone away from Zion into heaven and will come again in his power. And this will be for you a sign of his coming when all the Gentiles worship a piece of wood, like the cross, instead of worshiping Jesus. You wear an amulet with a piece of wood on it. And when you pray into a cross that's at the back of the church, a piece of wood. When you raise your hands forward, you raising your hands to a piece of wood with a fake picture of Jesus on it. No, it's a human image, something made out of hands that folks be praying to. We in the Lives of the Prophets on page 388 at the top. No. Okay, moving on. I was just asking y'all a question. You don't gotta roll your eyes like that. I felt it. I felt it. I felt y'all rolling your eyes. I felt it. Let me put these books back real quick. It's a lot of stuff over here. Go in your space. Because I can't put my stuff there. There we go. Well, just stay there. It's fine. I just need to get some room over here. Like, it's a lot going on over here. Okay. You said 66ers in 3. So is they here? Is they here? Oh, no, they're not here. Oh, okay. Okay. You swinging that cauterizing sword? Let me grab it. I'm a pruner. You hear me? It said it cut between the marrow and the sinews or whatever, in between bone and muscle, in between. You said what now? You said you said you're gonna say what now? You gonna do what? Be mindful. And I got my Thor hammer up there. That's Tara, and this is Carrie. You hear? You hear that? It's real still. Peace, be still. I said peace. Be still. Don't move, nigga. Don't move. Listen here. Mm-hmm. Don't move now. Be still. Mm-hmm. I wonder how many of those swords have been bought already. Who went and bought one for their husband? Y'all didn't put it in the car. I know y'all did. Because my daughter's boss said, I'm getting one of those. But I was like, my mama got a sword. He was like, what? She said, I'm going to call her so you can see. He said he getting one too. He getting one too. Did he get one too? I do need a bigger library. There's no space in here. None. It's in the card. It's in the card. I know. I already do. Listen here. I already knew y'all was going to get them. I said these people probably sold more swords than they ever sold in their life this last week. Uh-huh. It was some grown men in here like, yep, I'm putting that on my Christmas list for the wifey. I'm gonna tell her that's what I want. I want a sword. I want that. That's what I want. CERCA got a sword. I'm getting a sword. Look, my husband has a Thundercat sword. Oh, for real? Go on and get him a medieval knight sword then. He need one to add to the collection. You said just put mine in the cart. I already know. Listen. Yes, it's a real sword. Now it ain't sharp, but it's a real sword. Made out of steel and everything. It's cold to the touch. It's great. We soldiers in the army of the Lord. And yes. Good morning. I don't know, but they probably could be sharpened. I don't know. I ain't trying to cut nobody. It's a prop. It's just like everything else in here. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. Mm-mm. Good morning. We just have a lot of fun over here. Symbolic, exactly. And we got a lot of props. That's why the babies like being here because Titi Turco dresses up in costumes. Like the people on Nickelodeon and whatnot. And I got some costumes. I just ain't put them on yet. I gotta think of something, or just wait till it comes to me, and then y'all know that's normally how it happens. You said "kataba me, please." Listen, Mari. Oh, Jesus. I know y'all family and friends think y'all done lost y'all marbles. Color, they come over there. You in the middle of the floor with coloring books and stuff, with your legs kicked up like this in the back, just coloring. What is you here doing? Minding my business. Why is you bothering me? And will just dusty. I will smite thee with my sword. Listen, we be having fun living life over here, and do. We ain't stuck in no grouchy gray and black world like the men and black people. We be over here having a good time. We just do what we gonna do. We just do what we gonna do. And do. And don't be worried about if nobody else is happy with it. You hear me? Come on, let's get this going. All right. So, and he said the ark no one is going to bring out except Aaron, and none of the priests or prophets will any longer open the tablets in it except Moses, God's chosen one. And in the resurrection, the ark will be the first to be resurrected and will come out of the rock and be placed on Mount Sinai. And all the saints will be gathered to it there as they await the Lord and flee from the enemy who wishes to destroy them. In the rock, with his finger, he set a seal, the name of God, as I'm sorry, he with his finger he set as a seal the name of God, and the impression was like a carving made with iron, and a cloud covered the name, and no one knows the place, nor is able to read the name to this day and to the consummation. So that means it's another name that don't nobody know that's covered up. Now we know why the sealed places on all of our movies that we watch, that's why they do that. Biting off my daddy stuff again. You can't get in there unless you understand what the seal means. The seal means this, blah, blah, blah. It's shrouded. It's not really what it says it is. It's something else. They always stealing my dad's stuff. And there's always an ark-like box in these movies with something down. Yep, Indiana Jones. Down on the inside of it with some ancient scrolls that got some ancient knowledge on it. So they still stealing my daddy's stuff. Mm. Mm. Here we go. Oh man. And it says, and the rock is in the wilderness where the ark was at first, between the two mountains on which Moses and Aaron lie. Hmm. And at night there was a cloud like fire, just like the ancient one, for the glory of God will never cease from his law. And God bestowed this favor upon Jeremiah that he might himself perform the completion of his mystery, so that he might become a partner of Moses, and they are together to this day. Pretty cool. So, do we even know that the Ark of the Covenant is the real one that they have, or is it a fake? Because God said the real Ark of the Covenant wasn't going to be out until He came back. It's hidden in a rock somewhere. Just like that wasn't what's his name's body they found. Um, Nimrod. Nimrod was a giant. We know this because our Bible tells us he fought against all. That person was not a giant that they put out that box. Now, is it a smaller version of what they might have really found? I believe so. Because we know he was a giant, so that can't be his whole body. They probably found the real one and had to make a smaller version. Hmm. Because even when you see the people that lived in Earth, they can hold grown lions like cats. Like how y'all hold y'all cats, that's how the Nephilim held whole grown lions, like they was kittens. You hear me? Mm-hmm. 380. We on 389 now. Actually, the bottom of 388. Excuse me. The bottom of 388. Book 2. We back in the lives of the prophets. You're welcome. All right. So now we at Ezekiel. Somebody tell me what Ezekiel's name means, please. What does Ezekiel's name mean? Strength of God. The strength of God. God will strengthen the strength of God. Hmm. Did y'all know that? Who knew that that's what Ezekiel's name meant? Your name got a lot to do with what God has called you to do. This is why the Bible says a good name is better than riches. My name means life and midnight. Okay? With that, I meet a lot of people in what you would call like a midnight life, like they are at a situation where they need to make a change. And it's like they in spiritual ICU, and you know when you in ICU, they say the hardest time is the middle of the night. Like if they make it through the night, they got a chance. And then life, like spiritual life. Ain't that crazy? You make it through the midnight, you got a new life. That's what my name is. My name is highly praiseworthy. Come on. Anybody feel like they got a new life over here? And maybe you was in the midnight before you came to WOIU. And now you can see the sun. It's not dark in your life no more. Feel like you got a new chance at life. Feel like life is just, you know. You hear me? It's a good thing to know what your name means. My name means know thyself. Come on. Come on. And that's why you don't care about being you and doing all of the things you do and creating a whole life for yourself. Harvester. April means to open. Mine is God is gracious. My name means mother of Aphrodite. Okay. Grace and favor is my name. Listen. God is gracious. In Japanese, my name means people. Okay. Mine is God the highest. Really? Okay. My name means pure in Greek, counselor and ruler. Okay. So do y'all live up to y'all names or y'all be raggedy? Because God chose your name, your parents didn't. God chose your name, your parents did not. He put it there for them to name you that. You remember God used to give out names to the people back in the day? He's still doing the same. He said, I formed you. I knew what your name was going to be. I knew how you was going to look. I knew this. I knew that. Illumination and hope. The beginning of a new day. Thus the change for happiness and improvement. Come on now. Hubby name means ruler of the community. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm a queen of fairies, ruler of the fairies. Oh, okay. My name means beauty or splendid. Okay. So then I need, but I don't know if I want you to be Lord of the Fairies or Queen of the Fairies. I don't know if I want you to be that. We might have to work on that. Ooh, dang. Damn. Are you an angry person ever? Do you like get mad quickly? No, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. I want to see something. Are you easily angered? You don't think so? Okay. Easily irritated? Uh, Thank you. Let's not do that. That's why I always have my stuff off. I don't like that. Y'all know that, right? Who knows that I don't like that? I like that we have stuff that goes to tab 9 so we can do what we gotta do. But some people like to keep that sound going, so I don't want people to know like it ain't none of nobody business. Yeah, that ain't for me. Y'all know it's Friday. People sending their tithes money. Folks get paid, and so they send their tithes so that we can send out books this week and help folks and do what we need to do. You know what I mean? So, but that's why. But this happens all that be y'all send money all day. Not all day like that. People send money at different times. People send money at 1:45. If that's when they watch the live or that's when they feel like being a blessing, they gonna send it at 2 o'clock in the morning. This is why I keep my all that off. Cause yeah, listen. So yeah, and I'm grateful though because that's how we're able to send out books. That's how we able to help people. You know, if they need a little assistance or something like that, that's how we do it. And we helped thousands of people in the last 2 years. It ain't even been 2 years. It's mind blowing to me. Hmm. King Madge or Madge, you must be new, huh? You ain't been here a long time. You just got here. This your first day here, King? I know King is in your name and you probably feel like you a ruler and can tell everybody what to do, but this is the only place that's not gonna fly. It ain't no next subject. It's whatever I want to talk about right now because this live says CERCA TROVA 22. It's not scripted. It's whatever we want to talk about over here. The fastest way to get you thrown out of my class is to think that you can move me on to the next subject. I'm 44 years old, or soon to be. Don't nobody tell me what to do but God. Okay. Well then, if you don't like what I'm talking about, the easiest thing for you to do instead of typing is like, because if I want to talk about not liking Cash Apps coming, the sound of Cash App for the next 35 minutes, it's my live. I can't. Welcome. Hello, Adam Grady. My baby boy Caleb. We read his comic book Bible, and he talked about Caleb not being faithful. Okay, that makes me excited. All right, so let's get back to this. Let's talk about Ezekiel. So now that we know that Ezekiel means strengthened by God, Frank said, "Dude, did you see her sword? No, they don't believe I'm a real knight. Nobody believes I'm a real soldier in the army of the Lord. I don't know how they came." He said, "Dude, I need to get a place where I can just hang it. Uh, we need a bigger room, is what it is. We need a bigger room. Y'all fill this baby up. It was already bad before I knew y'all, and now it's real bad in here. Justice means it means Lucy. Uh oh. Okay, so come on. We about to read about Ezekiel. Y'all ready? Listen, I already had a lot of stuff. I told y'all when I moved here, the movers, I had 2 or 3 tubs of books. And the man said, and the lady that was here when I was moving in, she cracked up because he was like, "What? Excuse me, what do you have in here?" And I said, "Y'all don't like people in my business." So I looked at him like, "Is you about to try to come back and rob me or something?" I didn't say that, but this is what I'm thinking. And then he said, "The only other person that I ever moved that had tubs this heavy was a sheik. What do you have in here?" Now I think they went through my, is what I think, because it took them a long time to get here. But he told me that, and the lady said, "What do you have in there? I'm gonna need y'all not to be in my business." I need y'all to get this stuff into my place and go. That's what I need. He said, all right, the last person I moved with stuff this heavy was a chic. It was my books. It was 3 big old long tubs of books. And then like 4 other little. Mm-hmm. So, listen. Knows itself. You ask them questions that don't have nothing to do with you. You said, ugh, I'm moving today and everything is so heavy. Girl, sheets and stuff. See, okay, so listen, let TT tell you. Do not move in boxes no more. I know it's gonna be more expensive, but you only gotta do it one time. And I have had to move a lot. I move in tubs now because they slide and they stack. You see what I'm saying? So you can put a sheet, baby, under a 200-300 pound tub and pull that bad baby and have somebody on the side pushing, and it ain't gonna be nothing on your back. Slide them up, stack them up, boom, and then you just stacking them up and put them away. I don't use boxes; it's a waste of time with all that tape and all of that. I get them big old tubs from Walmart, the big long ones. I vacuum seal my clothes, vacuum seal my towels, vacuum seal my blankets and all of that stuff. Put them shoes in there, and everybody get the right. They get 2 tubs for the most part. One for your clothes and one for your knickknacks. Everything else, well, they actually have more than that, but I'm saying the big ones. You can put 2 or 3 closets if you roll them. If you do the army roll or you vacuum seal your clothes, you can put 2 or 3 closets in one of those bins. I auntie do not, and it just makes it easy because they slide across the floor. And if you got people to lift them, yeah, the big gray tubs. Ooh, the big gray tubs, funky. It's gonna be expensive now. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if you do it right, you get them vacuum seal bags, baby. You ain't about to have all them boxes. And I'm not packing that. And then you gotta take it all out. Stack this stuff up in the storage and let me be done with it. Cause every time I done moved, I done had them forever. And every time I mean some of them get damaged, but that's $20. Okay, I'm about to go get that. Your shoes ain't gonna get wet if you gotta put your stuff in storage and you can pack around it and all of that. Baby, no. Mm-mm. 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 I ain't got time for all that packing and doing I'm about to do it, but we about to run. I think we had like 60 something tubs, the big long ones, because my daughters had maybe 5 a piece or something. And then with all our other knickknacks in the house and stuff, I'd rather have 1,000 tubs than all them dang boxes and stuff. And it's just structurally better. You ain't got to worry about your stuff being smashed and broken and people. I move in tubs, honey. I do not move in boxes no more. I even put my boxes in the tubs. That's why I be having so many tubs because I keep my boxes and I Tetris everything in there. This why I don't throw away my boxes. This is why I got boxes. I break all the boxes down from everything I buy and slide them somewhere. So when I get ready to put my stuff back up, I don't got to worry about my stuff getting torn up and I don't got to look for no boxes because everything is going in the tub. My towels already ripped 2 of my boxes already. Yep. I already know, girl, my kids being drawn on them and everything. Come down there, they all in one talking about they on a boat. And took all my stuff at I learned. I move in tubs now. I do not use no boxes. You will not see no boxes in my move unless they in the tub. Mm-mm. I already know. And they gonna have tape it, glass falling out the bottom, pack it too heavy, it's gonna fall over in the truck. I don't have time for that. Mm-mm. Tubs will be the most convenient way you can move ever. I promise. The only thing similar is the castrate for the Catholic Church. Well, you can break down the syllables of your name and see what each one of those means. Like Quinn is 5, tear is something, and then IOUS is continually. So you see what I'm saying? You could break it down like that too. Your survival stuff is in tubs. It is. Okay, come on, y'all. Let's get on Ezekiel. Here we go. Yeah, Auntie, my daddy told me work smarter, not harder, and that's what I learned early on. That's too much work. Let me see how to do this easier. And then them kids can slide them across the floor, girl. They can push them. Let's make a race. Who can get it to the door faster? Did I serve in the military of the Lord? The military of the Lord. Yeah. And then they can make, because they like to hear that swishing sound on the floor of the empty house. Go on and have a race and push these to the door. And then dad or whoever is at the door putting them on the truck, because we backed all the way up to the front. This about to be a communal effort. I use little kids. You better come on. Y'all make a race and see who can get this to the... I'm not about to be broke down. These is your toys. I'm not moving them. And I'll let that little bus push. All four of y'all can get behind there and push that to the door. Y'all helping move. Y'all live here too. So I'm trying to tell you, ain't nobody got time for that. You not about to work me like no dog and then be talking crazy. No. As soon as you can walk, you can work. I don't care if it's drying the plate. Get your little self up here and stand up. You want to tear up something, you going to clean up something too. Ain't no maids here, that part. Ain't. If you know how to sneak in my purse and get candy, you can clean up. If you can be taught to steal, you're going to be taught to clean. You have enough sense to know I got candy in my purse to go digging through there and get it out. You mean tell me you can't clean up your mess? You know how to be a robber already. I don't know that he treats them differently. I don't know. Listen. Listen. Y'all be playing. Y'all give them too much credit. Once I know you know how to go in my purse or go in the cabinet and hide and get something, oh yeah, you can clean up. Yeah, you can clean up. Come on, y'all. Ezekiel. Y'all ready? Yeah, they got good sense. And people be playing them like they don't. Okay, well, you can let them work you to death. Because I ain't about to do that. I work them grandkids too. Come here. Go get that. Pick that up. And my 3-year-old make them yams and get them greens off the start on Thanksgiving. And then he got good sense. And do. Come on in here. You got real good sense. You heard me? Y'all be babying them kids, not me. I ain't doing it. No, we are the time we on the PDF if you have it. Book 2, page 388. All right, let's go. So it says Ezekiel. This man was from the land of Arira of the priests, and he died in the land of the Chaldeans. Ezekiel died in the land of the Chaldeans during the captivity, after having prophesied many things to those in Judea. The ruler of the people of Israel killed him there as he was being reproved by him concerning the worship of idols. Stop. Who remembers me telling you I have had to fight for the things that I say to people for my life? How many times have I told y'all that God uses me to correct pastors, leaders, and stuff? It's a real thing. You hear me? So, Afghanistan, okay. You mean where they all... I told y'all it's a reason they keep fighting over there. So, the person that killed him, okay, in the land of the Chaldeans, only killed him because of the prophecies he kept telling. And they knew they was going to come true. Who remembers me telling you they was always trying to cut prophets' heads off, because without no head, I can't speak. And a prophet is called what? What are they called? The what of what? The mouthpiece of God. So if your head is gone, you can't prophesy nothing. So they knew when the prophet came around, okay, and gave them a prophecy that it was going to happen. They didn't exactly know when unless they gave a specific date, but they knew they was coming, and they knew it was going to happen. You hear me? This is why people used to be trying to get rid of the prophets. This is why they was always trying to kill the prophets, trying to choke them and behead them and quiet them and bribe them. People trying to bribe prophets all the time to say what they want them to say. Give them gold, riches, money, homes, cars, everything. Because they want the prophet to say what they want them to say. And some people do it. Some people do it. They become a prophet for money. And all you hear is beautiful things out their mouth. You don't never hear the correction of God. You don't never hear God is not pleased with y'all. You won't hear that. Okay? Equal to setting up a spiritual setup. It is. Come on. All right. So it said the ruler of the people of Israel killed him. We read that already. I'm sorry. It says, and they buried him in the field of Maor, in the grave of Shem, in Arpachshad. I think that's how you say it. Ancestors of Abraham. And the tomb is a double cave. For Abraham also made Sarah's tomb in Hebron like it. It is called double because there is a twisting passage and an upper room which is hidden from the ground floor, and it is hung over the ground level in a cliff. Now, y'all don't think that the Smithsonian, that the Catholic Church, the reason they don't want y'all reading this is so that they can go and get all that stuff and take it and put it. They tell you exactly where everything is. And then it'll be on Ancient Aliens or one of the history channels that somebody was doing an archaeological dig and just so happened to find. Lies. They know exactly where it is because they tell you exactly where it is. Even when we read earlier when it was talking about where they buried, was it Isaiah? It said 60 feet or 600 feet from Jacob's well, blah, 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 blah. And they know that if they get a hold to a prophet's bones, even in death, a prophet's bones yield protection. This is why a lot of witches and warlocks are grave robbers. Because bones have a lot of power. Prophets' bones, this is why in the Bible they would tell them, take the bones with you. Because wherever that prophet was, the people was blessed. So even his bones, when they took them with them and they went up to Hebron or they went up to wherever, God would tell them, take the bones with you. This is why also you see people that do spells, they will do bone circles around them. Yeah. It's right in the Bible. They used to tell them, take the bones with you. The bones of the prophet is blessed, even in death. This is why the Catholic Church got all them bones. And while they are the main grave robbers, and they have these tombs and these catacombs underneath there, and they're the richest organization on the planet, and they have a lot of power all over the world. Because God's stuff works in the wrong people's hands too. Just like, and I said this before, when the enemy would get the Ark of the Covenant, they wouldn't lose no wars. When the Philistines had the Ark of the Covenant, they didn't lose no wars because it's blessed even if the devil's people got it. This is why they would be fighting for the relics. You hear me? A lot of wars were started over relics. A fight for the Ark of the Covenant. Because even the devil's people know, oh, it's going to work over here. Wow, God told Moses to take some bones with him when he left. Yeah, it's all through the Bible. This is where I learned that. I didn't learn that in the lost books. I learned that in KJV. Yeah. Think about it. What do they shake up when the witches? What do the witches be having in them? They a bag of what? And then they sprawl them out on the table. What do they call it? A bag of bones. And they read the bones, or the bones have magical power. They grind the bones up. Oh, okay. Like bone meal. And the Pope's exorcists, they fought over relics and do bird bones and chicken bones. Don't we play bones when we play dominoes? Yes, because those dominoes used to be made out of real bones. And did. Most of the original dominoes in old countries are still made out of bones. Yeah, you hit it right on the nail, monkey butt. Do me a favor. Look and see where the game dominoes originated. But also, do y'all know that in the Cabernet Gas, there's a book called The Book of the Domino or The Book of Domino? I didn't know if y'all knew that. Go check that out real quick. The Book of Domino, please. Sorry, y'all. Y'all see how much liquid I drink, so bear with me. Yeah, I already been on here 2 hours, I think. Nope, almost 2 hours. Dominoes was invented in Egypt and taken to China and then to Italy. Huh. St. Bavo's Cathedral in Ghent, in Belgium, is made out of real bones. I think I've seen that before, St. Clair. I think I actually seen that on a History Channel something. Excuse me. Dominoes were traditionally made from bone, wood, or even carved from ivory. Mm-hmm. Isn't that interesting? Is that interesting to anybody? Excuse me. Simple things. Simple things. Yep. Did y'all go find the Book of Domino in the Cabernet Gas? You see how we just be saying stuff and doing stuff we don't even know where it came from. It's just everybody always did it, so we do it. Crazy, right? Did y'all go look it up? Did y'all find the Book of Domino? You couldn't find it? What? Hold on 1 second. Oh, man. Well, in the Cabernet Gas, let me see if it's in my book. There's a book called The Book of Domino. I don't know if it's in this one or it's in the one online. I'm trying to figure which website I've seen it on. Oh, they got this broken down by what's the name. Okay, hold on. I really didn't want to lose my place. Where we at? Just give me 1 second. Because it's actually on Sacred Text. But they done changed it a little bit and how they listed the books. So hold on 1 second. Oh, but just to tell y'all want to know what the Cabernet Gas is? Who want to know what it? Do y'all know what the Cabernet Gas is? Remember I told you got to go looking in the other stories. You found it, okay? I know it's on one of our websites. Okay, so listen. The Cabernet Gas tells the legend of the Queen of Sheba's son by King Solomon, Menelik. Don't that look like Nipsey Hussle? His skin tone, my skin tone. Okay, give me a second. Also herein as known as Bayana Lekim or and David the Second. So he has 3 or 4 names. Okay. Menelik engineers a plot to take the tabernacle of the law of God, the Ark of the Covenant, to Ethiopia. This is done at the behest of an angel of God who predicts the downfall of of the kingdom of Solomon. Committed to the writing in the 14th century, the Cabernet Gas was derived from Ethiopian oral traditions of the Queen of Sheba and her state marriage with Solomon. Told y'all that was his baby mama. Hmm. Hmm. Concerning the glory of the kings, concerning the greatness of the kings. Who remembers me telling y'all that the book of Kings is good? Hmm? Listen to this. What else is in there? Concerning the kingdom of Adam, concerning envy, concerning the kingdom of Seth, concerning the sin of Cain, concerning Noah, concerning the flood, concerning the covenant of Noah, concerning Zion, the unanimous declaration of the 318 Orthodox Fathers, concerning Canaan, concerning Abraham, concerning the covenant of Abraham, concerning Isaac and Jacob, concerning Robel or Reuben. The list goes on. Okay. The Kebra is Kebra. Nagast. Who remembers me telling you that you got to look in other places for the rest of the story? And I told y'all that the Queen of Sheba was Solomon baby mama, one of his wives, and he had a son by her who is the Menelik dynasty. They started the Rastafarians. That's why the Rastafarians have the Lion of Judah. Yeah. But that's also why there's the dynasty, the Menelik dynasty. Makita, come on. Come on. Yes. You know. Yes, Queen Makita. That's right. And they show her blacker than blacker than blacker than black, don't they? Ain't she black? She dang near looked like she was from Sudan. Yes or no? That's how the real Queen of Sheba looked. Let us bless the Lord in Latin. It's also called Gaelic. Thank you, Miss Nicole. Yeah. If you go and look up Queen Makita, who was the Solomon baby mama, she was real black. That's why the pictures too. Your books finally came. Good job. That's how they had her in American Gods. Really? Mm. Okay. They be telling y'all without telling y'all. You said. Who believes now that they really do put the truth right in our face? But if you don't know what you're looking at, you think it's mythology. Y'all agree with that now? That they don't gotta hide the truth if you don't go looking for it? Yep. They don't gotta hide it if you don't know what you're looking at. They can tell you the truth and tell you it's mythology, and you would not know the difference. I told y'all they get these stories from somewhere. Now y'all believe me? They not even hiding no more. They never did. They never hid it. People just didn't know where to look. We allowed ourselves to be deceived. Finally watched the gods of Egypt, and the sun was on a chariot. Really? Are you serious? They be telling us the truth. Now look, Nobody would even think to pay no attention to that, but we know exactly where that comes from. And y'all mean to tell me y'all don't know? Because the Bible is in Enoch. I told y'all they read these books and make movies about them. And there's little key things in there that if you don't know, you just think they just put that in a movie. I don't know. You cannot watch TV the same anymore. Thank you for telling us that. I'm going to have to go watch it. My mouth was hanging open. Ain't it crazy that once you know, you can't unsee? I told y'all. It's everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. NBA Phoenix Suns. Yeah. I used to live there. Met a lot of Suns players, as a matter of fact. Mm-hmm. I told my husband, the dude riding the sun on a chariot. He probably looked at you like you was crazy. Did you take him to your book and show him where that was? That's when you gotta hit him with the book right after that. Like, see, this is where they got that from. This is why I can't watch TV because I done already read all the stories about it. I told y'all that's why I don't be having to watch the movie because a lot of times I already know what to look for. I already know what's gonna happen because I done read it already. Mm-hmm. Okay, come on, y'all. Let's get down through here. Come on. Y'all ready? Good morning, everybody. Here we go. It says the prophet gave a portent to the people so that they should pay attention to the river Shebar. When it failed, they should set their hope in the scythe. So when the water dried up, they supposed to set their hope on a scythe? What is this used for? Why would they set their hope on this? It's what the reaper carries. You use it to harvest wheat. So it has a number of things. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Let's see what it says. Thank you. Thank you. It says, when it failed, they should set their hope in the scythe, which desolates to the end of the earth. And when it flooded, in the return to Jerusalem. For the saint also lived there, and many used to congregate to him. I'm going to read that again. For the saint also lived there, and many used to congregate to him. Did it say he was calling people to him, or did it say that people congregated to him? They found their way where he was at. People went to him. Y'all remember me telling you that God is going to put you in some situations, but if you're not being who God made you, they can't find you? Y'all remember me saying that just recently. I said, when you keep being fake, the people that need you, that's going to complete your purpose, and you're going to complete your purpose, they can't find you. If you acting like everybody else, if you look like everybody else, and you scared to be yourself, they can't find you. So Ezekiel had to be sitting off by himself, okay, so that the people that needed to hear what he had to say could find it. Oh, yeah, it does. I know, Miss Nicole, being fake is what? You do not feel good about yourself when you go home. You hear me? I don't want it. It's stressful being fake. It is stressful being fake. I don't want no parts of it. If you don't like me, go away. I'm not about to be fake for you. Being fake is not a flex. Come on. Plastic. Here we go. All right. So it says, and once, hold on. And once, when there was a multitude with him, the Chaldeans were afraid that they would rebel and came up against them to destroy them. And he made the water stop so that they might escape by getting to the other side. And those of the enemies who dared to pursue were drowned. Where have we heard that before? Where have we heard that before? With Moses and the Red Sea. Hmm. Hmm. So did y'all know Ezekiel did the same kind of thing? He parted the river. He let the water dry up so they could cross over. It didn't just part, it dried up. Come on. Okay. All right. It says, through prayer, he furnished them of his own accord with an abundant supply of fish. And for many who were at the point of dying, he entreated that life should come from God. So while they was out here, the man prayed and fish came and water. Not water, excuse me, life. So people that was at the point of death, he said, God, give them strength to live another day. And they did. You hear me? Here we go. When the people was being destroyed by its enemies, he went to the enemy's leaders and terrified by the prodigies, they ceased. He used to say this to them: Are we lost? Has our hope perished? And in the wonder of the dead bones, he persuaded them that there is hope for Israel both here and in the coming age. While he was there, he used to show the people Israel what was happening in Jerusalem to rebuke those who were faithless. Like Moses, this man saw the pattern of the temple with its wall and broad outer wall, just as Daniel also said that it would be built. He pronounced a judgment in Babylon. Now, right here, y'all. He pronounced a judgment in Babylon on the tribe of Dan and that of Gad, because they were committing sacrilege against the Lord by doing what? Persecuting those who were keeping the law. You mean like the Pharisees and Sadducees do now? The tribe of Dan and the tribe of Gad started persecuting the people that was really serving God. So just because we all in the Lord's family don't mean we all serving the Lord for real. This is the 12 tribes. And now you persecuting the people that's still trying to serve God and keep God's law. So you getting with the enemy and trying to go against me and getting them riled up. Oh, you acting like the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Because that's what the Pharisees and the Sadducees did. They were Jews or Hebrews, and they went to the Egyptians. They went to the Greeks to try to get Jesus messed up. Hmm. Hmm. So just because you in this church don't mean we serve the same God. And just because you act saved don't mean you really is. That was happening back then. That the people that was really trying to understand God's way and really trying to live God and not live church or tabernacle or synagogue or they organizations rules, they got persecuted. Is that not the same thing that happened to Jesus? Jesus wasn't sitting up in the synagogue all day. He was out where the people was, where the souls needed to be. And the Pharisees and the Sadducees was running up on him every time. He's like, dang, I'm over here minding my business. Why don't y'all mind y'all's? Well, look at you, Jesus. They didn't wash their hands, and they're doing stuff on the Sabbath, and they're doing this, and they're not saved. I thought the law said you were supposed to do this, and you mean like all the church people right now? Constantly trying to point out somebody else's faults and what they ain't doing to be close to the Creator, and these people was literally sitting with God in the flesh. And your religion blinded you from seeing God in the flesh. The very word you were supposed to be preaching, you couldn't even see it walking in front of you. We know the word of God, do you? Because it's walking right in front of you and you didn't even see it. In fact, you killed the word. Because it didn't sound like what you was used to. And it didn't sound like what they be preaching in the synagogues. And it didn't sound like religion. But you knew it was true. But it didn't sound like religion. Really? Okay. Let's look at that. All right. So it says, and respecting them, he worked this great wonder, that the snakes would devour their infants and all of their flocks. Well, damn. So the people that was going against, now God called the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the fake folks in the church vipers. Because they lay in wait watching for you and waiting for a time to attack. And their words is like poison. And the things that they do cause people to die spiritually. And so these people that were persecuting the people that were still trying to keep God's law, still trying to understand, and they were Hebrews because it was the tribe of Dan and Gad. God let the prophets speak the snakes was going to come and eat their babies and their livestock. And it happened. And y'all still want to be talking crazy and acting crazy and just, you don't know who a person is to God and how much power they have. Be careful. And that's just not me. I'm just saying, like, you don't know who is special to God and what He has allowed them to be able to speak over your life. Why you just saying whatever you want to whoever you want to say it to? Why you just doing whatever you want to whoever you want to do it to? Why you keep getting in the way of what God got planned? Well, watch out. Snakes came and ate their infants. It didn't say they toddlers. It said infants. Infants. Your newborns. Your newest thing out. Look. And y'all be playing. Because God know you're going to teach your kids to be church people too. So it just get rid of all of them. So then those kids would have been persecuting the next generation of people that was really trying to serve God. And they probably would have been a little bit more brutal and worse. So he just cut it off at the head. He said God shook the etch a sketch and did. We just gonna start over. Parents be dooming their own kids and do. Sins of a father do affect the child. That's a real thing. You hear me? You gotta be careful. You can't just say whatever you want because you feel like it. You can't just do whatever you want because you feel like you could be reaping hard cold where the Bible say. You persecute those that ain't doing unto you, and you doing mean to people that's like ain't doing unto you. You heap hot coals on your own head, trouble for your own life. Keep being petty. You ain't doing nothing but causing more stress for your own self, and that's why you be upset and crying because your intentions was wrong. And then when they didn't respond the way you wanted them to, you mad. Well, get over it. What's going on, Jonathan? Generational curses. Yep. Excuse me. Pointing fingers. Come on. I'm so glad to be here and to know I'm loved and appreciated. And is. Mm-hmm. That's why I tell people I ain't forcing nobody. If you want to come over here and learn, you come over here and learn. If you don't want to, go away. Don't be over here bothering us. We ain't worried about what y'all doing over here. We just trying to make sure God, we lined up with what He want us to do. Okay. Moving on. All right. He said, and he foretold that on their account the people would not return to his land, but would be in Media until the consummation of their error. Dang. And the one who killed him was one of them, for they opposed him all the days of his life. What? How do you constantly curse you? Honor them and revoke you for nothing? Are you able to not deal with them at all? No. No. Go away. Go away from that parent. The devil will use even your parents. He don't care who he used to destroy you. People have killed their own kids. Media is the same place. Okay. That's also where Tobit and Asmodeus story happened. Remember? Tobias was gone, or Tobit had to go to Media to get his daddy's money. And that's where he met the angel on the way. And then he introduced him to old girl that used to be the Black Widow. Remember, Asmodeus kept killing all her husbands. I think she had 7. And God let the angel Raphael come and walk with Tobit to go to Media to get his dad. Tobias was his dad. Tobit was his son, I think, or vice versa. Yep, and he married her. And then the demon Asmodeus couldn't kill her husbands no more. Before she could even consummate her marriages, he would kill them. So they started digging his graves prior to, like when she got married, they would dig the grave while they doing the wedding. Yeah. So a lot of these places be all in there together. Yeah. She was the first Black Widow. But the demon was killing her husbands because he wanted her for himself. And Asmodeus used to be alive. Asmodeus used to be alive. I wouldn't let Shody at the altar so quick if I saw them doing that. Well, this is the thing. Back then, it was an embarrassment to your father if his oldest daughter didn't get married. So, you know, it looked bad on the dad. So you had to get her married. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was an embarrassment for her not to be married. Yep. Ain't that crazy? Yep. So here we go. Now we on Daniel, and then I'm gonna go because we've been on here 2 hours. All right. So it says Daniel. This man was of the tribe of Judah, of the family of those prominent in the royal service. But while yet a child, he was taken from Judea to the land of the Chaldeans. Again, to where the monsters was living, to where they had dog heads and folks had angel wings and whatnot. It's always the damn Chaldeans. What you just said. The land of Earth, where the giants lived, and the monsters, and the witches, and the warlocks, and the sorcerers, and the magi. Why would God keep taking his people over there? To the hood. Where the devil at? As a young kid. Why? left him where he was at. Took him into the trap houses. Okay. Can't fight your enemy if you don't know how they operate. Come on. You been listening, Punky Boy. You been listening. You been listening. Good job. High five. You get a star on your paper. In a happy face. Yes. Come on. He was born in Upper Beth Horon, and he was a chaste man, so that the Judeans thought he was a eunuch. He mourned greatly over the city, and in fast he abstained from all the desirable food. He was a man gaunt in appearance, but beautiful in the favor of the Most High. What that mean? Gaunt mean he was ugly. He wasn't nice to look at, but his spirit was nice. What's the definition for gaunt? Tell me the definition for gaunt. G-A-U-N-T. What's the definition for gaunt? Tell me. Lean, tall and lanky, unattractive, with a beautiful soul. He was funny looking. He was funny looking. He wasn't too cute. Yeah. He was very thin, but he wasn't much to look at. Should we say that? He was funny looking. He wasn't much to look at. He wasn't fine and all cut up, and he's a little funny looking, a little scrawny thing. He was one of them bless his heart kind of men. I love him for how he treat me, girl. Looks don't matter. That part. I love him for how he treat me. It ain't how he look. His heart is nice and he treats me well. That's all that matters. That'll make you fall in love with a person if they funny looking and they treat you good. You'll start to see them as handsome. Just keep looking at them. What, Tom? You know, because you didn't think, look. He said, yeah, because our girl, she wasn't much to look at, but she treated me good. I should have stayed with her. Yeah, they're unique. Right. Listen. Everybody got that one. You said gave me everything. Listen here. Everybody got that one. Everybody had, yeah, like, dang, they was so sweet to me. I should have just somebody for everyone. He's real interesting, right? He be having a lot to talk about. Listen. Listen here. Not a traditional beauty, right? If you seen him coming, you'd be like, well, um, no. I had a neighbor like that, very funny looking, but it was something about his personality that literally made you look past all of that. I'm trying to tell you, I got homeboys and I see like, dang, you. I mean, but you're so sweet. You just have to look over how odd they look to you, and keep your eyebrows in check, because you will find yourself wrinkling them when they. Just look at them over like short. What's going on here? Have you ever? Let me stop. Are you even? Are you even? You know, you be like something and something. Maybe their eyes is too far apart, or I don't know. Hello. Something. I just can't put my finger on it. I'm gonna figure it out. Like, listen. Lord forgive me. It's wrong, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Y'all know. Look, everybody laughing because y'all know somebody. Hell, I might be funny looking to somebody. Y'all might think that I just have a great personality and I'm ugly as hell. Like, it's a thing. Listen here. That part. You said it's like. I'm not even going to repeat that. I'm not going to repeat what you said. That is funny. Listen. No. I'm not. I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying some people don't think I'm attractive. It's okay. Because everybody ain't for everybody. You hear me? Everybody got what they like. No, listen. No. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all how I know this. This is a thing. When I was in the club, because they teach you this, right? That's what they teach you. That's not the truth. There would be days I would be in a club and I might have been the smallest person in the club and I feel like I have a nice shape. Baby, I won't get no play. None. I'm trying to tell you, I have seen this. That I know I'm not everybody flavor. You hear me? I'm not. And I don't care. I mean, I'm okay with that, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not. And you got to be okay with not being everybody flavor. Some guys like all the goods up here. Some guys like, I mean, everybody go for a different thing. So you ain't beautiful to everybody. Nobody is beautiful to everybody. I don't care what nobody says. Not everybody is going to find you attractive. You are not everybody type. And just because they put something on TV don't mean that's what everybody is attracted to. Shoot. Some people like a little fluff in the middle. Some dudes like flat panels on the back. Where they look like a pea. And then they got all this up here. They don't care about no junk in the trunk. They want something to lay their head on. Like, everybody likes something different. Some girls like dudes with Santa Claus bellies. A lot of my homegirls do. I ain't gonna lie. That ain't my thing. But a lot of my homegirls, they like, I think one of my daughters like big niggas with big bellies too. She said, Mom, it's just fine. He can be a little chunky. Like he's girthy. That's what she used to say. I like him girthy. I said, oh, okay. Because his stomach is a little. You said I do. What old girl say? A 250 with a little bit of man titties? Ain't that what she said? You got to be 250 to play with this something. That deal. I'll take 225. But you need to be about 6'3" and 225. Hold on now. Listen. You said it's okay if you're a little big bag. Right. Like everybody like their own thing. But my homegirl, she this big and she love a nigga with a big belly. That's all she want is her a big black man with a Santa Claus belly. And she light skin and only about this big. I said, well, what you do with that stomach? Move it out the way. I said, oh, okay, all right. I'll just be trying to figure it out. I said, that stomach is hard, ain't it? She said, girl, yeah. I've been using it as a steering wheel. I said, oh my God. Wait a minute, not a steering wheel. Like, hold up. I said, I'm done. I don't want to know. I do not want to know. Just leave me out of it. I won't ask no more questions. Not a steering wheel. I am done. Listen here. Oh, God. I said, girl, you need help. A steering wheel. Listen, I'm guilty. I'm a chubby chaser myself. Listen here. I be too tickled. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody likes something different. Everybody got their own version of what they like. It is okay. I'm 5'2". My ex was 6'5", almost 400 pounds. Come on. That part right there. That's what I'm saying. Everybody like what they like. I know I have a buddy. He's only 5'3", 5'2". Just about every woman he dated is like over 6 feet. 5'10", 5. He's literally 5'2". And all his chicks, they damn near pick him up. All his baby mamas taller than him. Everybody. All his last girl, she was easily 6'1". He used to just lay on her lap and stuff. Not for real. Everybody like him how they like him. And they like him. They like him. I said, how you keep, he said, them long legs, rapper. I said, oh, Lord, never mind. Never mind. Everybody got their own. This is why you shouldn't ever feel like you're not beautiful or handsome, right? You should never feel like that because there's someone, even if the people around you don't, there's someone around you that are they gonna think you're the best thing since sliced bread. So then don't stay with a person that makes you feel worse about yourself. Don't stay with friends that make you feel ugly, family members that make you feel fat. If they always pointing out what they feel like is your shortcomings or whatever, you get away from those people. I don't care if it is your parent. I have a parent that used to say some crazy stuff, and I used to be like, "What? Honey, you're not finer than me." Well, first of all, I came from you, so I'm gonna mix up my daddy and you. I mean, I'm not in competition with you. You nice, but you don't look like I did. Well, just trying to be myself. Not nobody else. It's a lot of parents that's in competition with their kids, and it's crazy to me. Envious of their children, jealous of their kids' beauty, and they will do stuff to tear them down. Jealous of your own kids. It's a lot of people that do that. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of people that tear their daughters down, calling them ugly. Girl, I'm just with your little ugly self. No, she ain't ugly. And they be jealous of the beauty of the kid. You said my mom my whole life. In real life, it's fathers that do this to their sons too. It's not just women. Oh boy, you ain't nothing like your daddy. When I was out there, I was. Yeah, you ain't got as many as I had. You encouraging your son to put his life in danger. Really? It ain't like it was when you was out there. It wasn't all this stuff that's running around when you was out there. Or you should have been a lawyer. Oh God. Between lawyer and doctor, I got so sick of that. I didn't want to be either one. Y'all want me to do this. I'm about to go over here and be a doctor of the mind. How about that? You used to think you was too fat, and it was probably an adult around you that made you feel like that. Tell your kids they beautiful or someone else will. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I used to imp my daughter and still do. I'd be like, okay, girl, cause pop out. Cause you used to hearing compliments. So when them men or them old grimy women or whoever comes is about to try to get in your mind and play with you, my mama already told me that. I already know. My mom never told me I was pretty or anything. You see? So then when you start hearing the opposite sex or whatever coming to you, then you're drawn to that. Even if they lost a kid, my mother kept me on different diets and had me want to work out classes with her. Wow. My girlfriend's mom is always beating her down, really messes with her head. Yeah, because if your mama dang gone, and your mama and daddy calling you ugly, stupid, fat, and you already hearing that maybe at school, you ain't got nowhere to go. This is a safe place. My daughter knows I think she's beautiful. I tell her every day before school. Come on. They looking for the babies that don't hear that. I still believe in a good competition with your family. I'm not in competition with nobody for nothing. I'm in my own lane. I'm only in competition with myself, doing better than I did. Like, I'm not in. That means you always got to be looking at somebody else, and I don't have time to look at nobody else. Oh, you saying Fortnite? Oh yeah, that is different. That's different. That's different. You talking about games? I'm talking about in life for real. Nah, I'll whoop the hell out of my kids once I learn how to use this good old PS5. I sure will. Now games and stuff is something different. I'm about to smack down on you. That's different. Games, I ain't your mama. On video games and games, I'm not your mom on that. Don't be talking about mom nothing. We is all equal players on this board here. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. Now that, oh yeah, no, it ain't no. Yeah, no. It's the winner is the winner over here. You hear me? I'm not about to do that. Do you want to play the game or not? I'm taking you out. You better get up here before I win. Game, yeah, it's different on the game, but I'm talking about in real life. People destroy their kids. Do I be cheating? No, I don't cheat. I'm gonna play fair. Cheaters never win. You might win this, but when it counts, you're gonna lose. Oh no, no, no. I'm not a cheater in no way. You hear me? That's why I said, even with my marriage, I could have cheated. Nigga, you ain't making me stay here and then I gotta be stuck to you. I ain't cheating on you. I'm about to go. Cheating don't get you nowhere in no area. Cheat on your taxes. Cheat, 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 cheat. When you cheat, you lose. I don't like losing. And I didn't cheat in my marriage, and I won. And I won, and I won, and I won. And I feel like I won. What you mean? 1-0. I'm doing right because you don't do nothing but hurt yourself when you do wrong. You don't hurt nobody but yourself when you cheat and do wrong and try to get over. I don't understand it either, Jonathan. Why get married if you gonna cheat? Ooh, that's why I waited to 36. Man, I had girlfriends and guy friends that was cheating on their husband or wife the night they got married. Some of them took their side pieces on the damn honeymoon out of the country with them. Flew the side piece there the day before, and when they bust down the wife or husband, this is no joke. Soon as they got them good and drunk and tipsy up, when they got there, they was over there in the room. I didn't seen it. That's why I waited so long to get married. And they had the money to do it and did. Yeah. I seen all kind of stuff, man. Niggas getting towed back down before they. You don't know if none of them girls got nothing. And you gonna let your homeboys talk you into putting your life and your wife at risk on the night before? This hell might have herpes in her mouth. Oh, bro, it's the last time. You might as well go on and get, nigga. You don't know if none of these girls is clean. Y'all ain't did no HIV test or nothing. And you having her slap down on my husband's photos. I'll punch you in your face. Do not put my life at risk for no fun. You didn't have enough. Condom condoms break. You end up getting somebody pregnant on the night and she petty. No, this stuff really happens. I know these stories. They have really happened. Somebody you met tonight is about to ruin your life in 9 months. Because you didn't tell your wife you really slept with somebody, or you was getting into something and the condom broke at your bachelor party. Or this is why all of a sudden you don't want her to look at your junk. Like, what? No. If your friends is going to encourage you to put my life at risk, them is not your friends. And they don't want us to live good. Because they know for a fact that they putting you at risk and me. Because tomorrow we going to consummate this marriage. They hating because they know one of these people could be sick. And I ain't took no prep because I ain't thinking you doing nothing. Y'all better quit playing. Your friends encouraging you to do stupid stuff. That part. That part, Timo, you said it ain't even 9 months no more. Karma be coming back quicker and quicker and do because God is shortening the time. I was pregnant baby daddy out running around and brought me chlamydia at 37 weeks pregnant. It's a real thing. I already know. You don't get to play with my life like that. You do not get to play. Listen, y'all. I done seen some stuff where people's lives have been put into like turmoil for a long time because of a split second decision. It's not worth it. For 15 minutes, and it might not even be 15 minutes, your life changed for 15 minutes. Because after the end, it's really the last 15 minutes that be the deal. So your life is forever changed for less than 15 minutes. I'm sitting here by myself. Sometimes it is seconds. Damn. You said you need a little while. There's a mail lady. I wouldn't mind sending my package back in 9 months. I'm done. He said, "Man, listen here. It's a mail lady. I just want she can bring me a package back over here whenever she wants to. That is funny." That's funny because me and my cousin just talked about people getting pregnant by the milkman and the mail lady, and here you go. That was last night. We was talking about that. We just talked about the milkman and the mail lady and all. Not the mail lady, but the milkman and the waterman and the. We just talked about them. How many kids them people be having all over the city? UPS men too. UPS and FedEx. Dang it. They be screwing everybody in them centers. They be screwing everybody in them centers. Y'all gonna tell the truth? Oh, Amazon like that too? I didn't know. I feel well, makes sense because a lot of people that used to work at UPS and FedEx went to Amazon, so it makes sense. I used to hear all the stories. You said, and the colored man. Oh yeah, we know correctional officers, but they be on some other stuff now. Well, I guess they always be, and we just didn't know. They don't call it a fulfillment center for nothing. Oh, you petty! Lord, that was good. They don't call it a fulfillment center for nothing. Hilarious. Hilarious. That's good. Because that's about what be going on. And folks see us be being fulfilled over there. That is funny. A fulfillment center. Never thought about it like that, but you ain't lying. Them warehouses breed a whole bunch of craziness. A lot of work relationships. That is funny. They don't call it a fulfillment center for nothing. That's funny. That is funny. My daughter is engaged to a mirror carrier. I just played that Noah story to my mom, and she got a tomato for you. Not my dang mama. You you ain't. That's how I love her too. I got my shield. Dang. You see? Gonna bust her head though. You see? Did her eyes get real big? Did she put her hand over her mouth and clutch her pearls? Like, wait a minute, what? Rewind that back, baby. Go ahead, hurry up. I'll be trying to tell y'all. Right. Mama done just got over here, but she said, Mom got a tomato for you. That's funny. That is funny. Well, um, we'll come back and read this. We'll come back and read that. I need to go find me some food real quick. We've been on here almost, 3 hours. Yes. We throwing pumpkins and melons, right. Yeah, that's right. I'm about to learn how to. I might take it outside and let the little kids see it, but then no, because then they'll be knocking on my door. Can we see her sword? But her want to see it. Her was not here to see it the last time, and she got her got a real sword. It's in there. Her got a real sword, and her got a Thor hammer. Mm-hmm. It's real. Like we go over there. Never mind. I changed my mind. I'm not taking them kids because they'll all be at the door. And kids don't care if you don't answer. They just gonna keep on knocking. Are you in there? But I hear you. I'm not home. But I hear you talking to me. It's a message. Go away. But her is in there, and her think we stupid because I seen her. I seen her in there. Hers in there. See, the light is on. Kids do not go away. They'll sit outside kicking their feet, waiting on you over there. Hi. How long have you been out here on my porch? Well, I knocked on the door and you said you wasn't home. I wasn't. I was only here in spirit. What are you doing here? Listen. What do you want, kid? Tell me. What do you want? Go away. Look at all of you. And Will. It was a little boy that knocked on my door the other day. Said his name was Benjamin. I don't know no Benjamin. It's me, Benjamin. Can I come in your house? It's me. All I see is the top of Benjamin's head. Well, a lot of people know how to sound like kids, and I couldn't see the rest of you. So, no, Benjamin, you're not going to be able to come in here, honey. Since before yesterday. That part. Listen here. I can't see. That's Christmas time. Niggas get robbed like that. You don't see, so you open the door. Not where I live. Not where I've ever lived. It don't matter if I was in the hood or not. Mm-mm. If I can't see you, I'm not opening the door. Mm-mm. And y'all don't do it either. Just because they look like a person that's in a uniform, have them show. I don't care if it's Amazon. Have them show you your ID. They ID. Folks is about to be trying to get in folks' doors and do what they want to do right about now. That part, Tom. Like for real. Be careful. Just leave it on the porch. That part. Benjamin could have been because ain't no little kid that young not tall enough knocked on my door before, and it was in the middle of the day when he should be at school. And I know the spirits transform into kids. Now, one of my bonus brothers' name is Benjamin. What's really spooky is I had just looked at a picture of him and his baby yesterday or that morning. I just looked, you going through your thing, and his first son, Benjamin Jr., And then a Benjamin showed up at my door, but I can't see your head. I only see this. And my brother lives far, far, far away from here. And don't know where you know what I'm saying? So be careful, because now that we know the spirits can look like people, they can look like kids, they can look like old people, they can look like adults, they can look like animals. Yeah. Think about all the times we didn't hear somebody knocking on our door and didn't see nobody. Or you hear the doorbell ring, or the door closed coming in from outside and the kid's still outside, and you know for a fact you heard that door slam. Yep. Or call you. Phone, you know you heard your phone ring. You go to it, it ain't ring. Spirits. Spirits manipulate energy. They know how to make stuff fall. Because they in this realm without being in this realm. You hear knocking on the door all the time. Really? You might need to pray over your house. I would pray over my house. It was this house that I lived in, and I found out later that the little boy killed himself, unalived himself in that house. I didn't know. Because when I moved in the house, one of the rooms was painted like army fatigue, but it was the dark army fatigue where it almost looked black. Right? The doorbell used to ring. It used to be just all kind of weird stuff at that house in Indiana. And then I found out, like, me, that the little hero, he killed him, he unalived himself in their house. That's why because I couldn't figure why they moved out and just left everything in there. Like, they didn't take nothing. And they did. They took a lot of stuff, but it was still a lot of stuff in there. And I'm like, why did they not take all this stuff? She just wanted to get the hell away from there because she lost her baby. Your dog won't go into the basement? Oh, no, yeah, you need to pray over your house. Yep. That's why you got to anoint your house, pray over your house, because spirits, just like spirits be in the graveyard, and they can be anywhere in that graveyard, spirits can attach to land, y'all. And items. Cursed items is a real thing. Yeah. That's why I don't let people leave stuff in my house. You can't leave jackets, socks, nothing. And if you say you ain't coming to get it, I'm throwing it away. You cannot leave nothing in my house. No clothes, no drawers, no nothing. Don't leave nothing at my house. You saw a little girl at the foot of your bed 3 years later. My aunt explained the same little girl. Oh, no. Girl, you just made me throw some glasses away. Oh, yeah, I don't play that. You can't leave nothing in my house. Especially if your spirit ain't right. Mm-mm. If I know you be on funny stuff, you can't leave nothing in my house. That's why I don't really even let people come visit me like that. For real. I be wanting visitors, but then I don't, because if your energy ain't right, you're going to leave that mess in my house. And then I got to be stuck in here with it, and I'm all by myself too. Mm-mm. Nope. I be wanting company, but then I don't. Because then if it take me 2 or 3 days to be able to get back to sleep, or my kids, like when I had my kids, they start arguing and stuff, you can't come back over here. If every time you leave you causing problems, you can't come back over here. I'm for real. As much as I love my mother, when she used to come to my house, me and my dude used to be into it all the time after she left. Like, we could have been having a good day. But some people bring chaos with them. I love my mom. I'm not saying she's a bad person. I'm just telling you, like, some people bring chaos with them everywhere they go. Like, y'all could have been fine, house cool. They come over. It could be one of your girlfriends. Every time she come over, she bring drama and mess. Girl, I wouldn't be doing this and I wouldn't be doing that. And I go home. Go home. It is exhausting. It will zap all your damn energy. All of it. It will exhaust all your, and they literally suck the energy out of the room. Because negative energy, you need a lot of it to feed. It's just like a vacuum. Negative energy just pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls to the point where you just be like, all this time we could have been talking about something positive that would have empowered us to get up and move, right? This, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is why I don't talk to a lot of people no more. I don't care, because every time you call me, it's negative. I know, I'm not doing that all day. And this is why I don't have a lot of friends, because people don't want to talk about the solutions. They only want to talk about the problems. I promise you. My brain and body will shut down when that happens. Honey, I just get off the phone. I will tell you I'll call you back. I quit emailing back and forth, whatever, however if you just always see the negative and all you want to talk about is everybody else's business or what everybody else got going on, I can't. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't. And every single conversation is about somebody else. Nothing about you. Nothing about where you at. Nothing about what's going on with you. Nothing. It's just everybody else's downfalls or everybody else's whatever. Like, I had a neighbor that we used to be real cool with, and everything wrong used to happen to her. It be like that because people be having evil thoughts. People be jealous of you. They be trying to figure out how they gonna get over on you. You don't know what's in a person. And just because they smiling in your face and they saying what you want to hear don't mean they really mess with you like that. That's my partner, and I think he got a spirit attached to him. Man, on the 15th, because he turned cold. Oh, yeah. Energy don't lie. Hold on. Shantae, my sister called me this week on that. She got mad and hung up. Did me a favor. And dude, all you got to do is say, listen, you want to get them people? Okay, what's the solution? What you talking about? I'm trying to tell you. No, you didn't told me this same thing over and over. What is the damn solution? I just did that to my mama. She was mad at me. I said, okay, we didn't talk. You're going to repeat this 7 times while we on the phone. Now, what's the solution we working on? Well, I'm about to go. Oh, okay. Because you want somebody to keep sitting up so you can rev yourself up and rev yourself up and rev yourself up. Or you're going to keep repeating the same thing till I say what you want me to say, and I'm not going to do it. I got to go. Hold on, y'all. I'm not even about to do this with you. I don't want to talk about them, you, nothing. I don't want to talk about you. Okay, y'all, I'm about to go. I'm gonna come back a little bit later. Sorry about that. I gotta go find me something to eat. I done drank too much coffee. I need to put something on my stomach. So I've been up since early. I be trying to help them, but all they want to do is fight and argue. Get away from it, Brittany. Are you keen to get one? It's a lot of Bibles that date before the King James. Screenshot this, punkin' butt. Everybody get the screenshot fingers. The people that's already been here, y'all know, but here we go. Hebrew manuscripts was in 500 BC. Septuagint was 200. It was several holy books before. King James all the way down here, the last ones. All these Bibles was before. You're welcome. I can only help you as far as you're willing to help yourself. That's right. It's your kids. Okay. Okay. I know I seen that parish name in here. I'm like, wait a minute. So look, let me say this to y'all. So when the 66ers come, and if you don't know, you're going to hear 66ers over here a lot. That's what we got, people that only read the King James Version. And then they hit you with you're not supposed to add to and take away. I need you to screenshot this because you're going to have to show them right here. I do. Where the first one had 80 in 1611, and now it only got 66. So even in the version that they're reading, it's the taken away version. But there was all of these Bibles prior to the King James. So how can it be the only right Bible when thousands of years? The Greek manuscript, this one was out before the King, thousands of years before the King James. In 200 BC. And if I know that the Greeks came over, are really the original Egyptians and all of that, and the people that was living in ancient Mesopotamia, then why am I just reading King James that just got here in the 1600s and the world's been here a lot longer than that? Yeah. That paper came with my Bible. That paper came with this 1611 Bible. You can't just buy that paper separate. It came with that Bible. And it has a real leaflet out of a 1650 Bible in it. One page. Thank you, Auntie. One page. Funny that I got this one about God's judgments. They could have gave me any page, but of course, both of them talk about God's judgments. And ain't that what I talk about here all the time? God's terrible judgments. Yeah, this came with the Bible. When my 1611 and Auntie got me this one. It came with that. Thank you. Yeah. Somebody bought it for me. I got a lot of old Bibles in here though, y'all. This Bible is from 1835. This one is from 1870. Right? And then my two big Bibles I got down there, they old too. We got a lot of old Bibles in here, a lot of old books. Old Biblical Dictionary, they 155 years old. The Parabolic Teachings of Christ. We got a whole bunch of old books and stuff in here. Yeah. Because you can't just read the Bible reading the Bible, y'all. You have to study outside of that. Do they all pretty much say the same thing? Yeah. Why you can't read King James? Do you realize that God gave him the ability? Because prior to King James, if you wasn't a noble, you couldn't even read the Bible at all. You could not read no holy text. If you was like a pauper, you wasn't even allowed to read. King James made the Bible so that everybody could read it. And he shortened it because a lot of people didn't know how to read. Most of the people, the laymen didn't know how to read. I have 2 Ethiopian Bibles. They right there. Here's one. And then there's another one up there too. Ooh. Yeah. It just depends on the one you get. Some got 66, some of them got 80. But the Ethiopian Bible has that. That's an Ethiopian Bible right there too, y'all. We got English, Russian Bibles. We got Coptic Bibles. So now y'all know when people used to say there is no Coptic Bible, lies, because there was Egyptian priests that followed Christ. That makes no sense. Do you want to just buy one? It's called the Adams Chart of History. The Adams Chronological Chart of History. See? Heliopolis, Egypt. And this came from there. My girlfriend was over in Egypt and sent me this. No, it's in Arabic. Yep, I use my translator, y'all. But we got our English Russian Bible up here. We got a Korean English Bible, Chinese. We got the Tanakh, the Holy Scriptures. We got a lot of good stuff up here. The Quran in 3 languages. You see it? It's in Roman script, Arabic, and in English. It's not in comparison. The people that wrote these books or the people that had these books came from the same bloodline. Like I tell people, it's just how they interpret it. Just like you can tell both of your kids to go clean their room. One of them was going to do it with an attitude and have a whole bunch of stuff to say, and the other one's going to be quiet about it. One of them's going to take a little bit longer to do it, or they're going to have to do it, and the other one don't. It's pretty much the same. What y'all need to realize is most religious books are the exact same thing. Just like I said, Buddhism ain't nothing but Psalms and Proverbs. But if you don't read Psalms and Proverbs while you sitting there, or if you don't know Psalms and Proverbs, okay, and then you go read Buddhism, you're going to think it's something different. But when you read Psalms, Proverbs, and Buddhism right there, you will see it's all the same books. Psalms and Proverbs is Buddhism. A lot of it. Most of Buddha's words is Psalms and Proverbs. But if you don't go study, then you don't know. So you be trying to say which is which, and it ain't. It's all of them together. Just like we studied last night. Norse mythology is talking about the Nephilim, The Assyrian and Babylonian kings, the giants, and all of that. But if you don't know what you're looking for, then you don't know. The gospel was given to the world. Exactly. And people forget that. That Jesus, if you look at the original, okay, look, let me show y'all something. And then I'm going to go for real. Do y'all realize this was the original Buddha? Y'all see his nose? Y'all see how black he was? See his ears? This is the original Buddha. You see them bitty bees on top of his head? He was not a bald-headed Chinese man. The original Buddha had, you either seen him with Bantu knots, he looked like a little boy that just jumped out the pool and ain't had a haircut, a little black boy, because them bitty bees sitting up on the side of his head. The original Buddha looked like a black man, a black person with knots on his head. Now, if you just look up a Buddha, this is who they show you now. But if you type in African Buddha, well, you get a different picture. Another place they did that really quickly. We do this all the time. See this? See how they make the Maccabees be all light-skinned and stuff and white? You see it? Like this, you see? Right? Maccabees, right? Right? You see it? Right? Now watch this. This is what the real Maccabees look like. That's a Maccabean priest. And this is really how you spell the Maccabees, like that. The Maccabeans, the people from Mecca. But if you look up Maccabees, Maccabees, which is how they see right there, this. The Ethiopian Maccabees is really the Ethiopian Maccabees, the people from Mecca. So when you think about an Ethiopian priest, this is really what they look like. But they gonna spell it different ways, and if you spell it Maccabees, it's gonna show you white folks. But if you spell it Maccabean, which is exactly how it's spelled, then you're gonna see them black folks. And if you go read the story, it's about some people being forced to eat pork. Well, we know the people over there in the Muslim countries and countries like that, they not touching no pork with nothing in ain't nowhere. But I know if I go over to Italy, they smashing raw pork over there. They cure it and eat it. They'll eat the fat right out the pig. So that can't be right. Because it's a story about, I believe, 8 brothers getting killed because they wouldn't eat pork. Makes sense that it would be the Maccabees, the people from Mecca, and not the Maccabees, the white folks that they was talking about. You got to read the story. It's a very interesting story too. The Maccabean story is a very, very interesting story. Was it 7 brothers? Okay, 7 or 8. I can remember. Yeah. So you gotta dig deeper than what they just show you. I don't know, but I'm not about to get up and look for it. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of books behind there. I don't know. So with that, do I believe in the Quran? Do you see it on my shelf? Did you just see me? You was in here when I just showed the Quran, right? Because you asked me that question already, and I pulled out the Quran. Question you already know the answer to. I don't think it'd be in here if I didn't. Love y'all. Again, I'm not a person. Listen, unlike other people that study, most people study to exclude things. That's not how I study. I study the exact opposite, and that's why I got into the information, not trying to be like, oh, whatever. But God told me, don't exclude, include. And once I started including the Vegeta, however you say that, the Hindu literature, the Asian literature of the gods, I started seeing it was all the same story. So there is no who believe or who had it first because it's all the same story. The Norse mythology is the Bible. Celtic mythology is the Bible. It's all the Bible. Literally. And when you lay them side by side, the Quran, the Bible, the Hindu books. Now, did all of these people, races of people start to, yeah, it's okay. Did they start to worship the people? You mean like people worship their pastors? Yes. Because y'all worship, a lot of people worship their pastor, the bishop of their organization. They treat him better than they treat God. They listen to him more than they listen to God. So the same things that was going on back then, which is people started to worship the people. That's why I be telling y'all I'm not nobody's leader on the dean of this whole internet school we got here. But I'm walking side by side with y'all. I'm not up above nobody. I'm not nobody's nothing. You go to God. God is your leader, not me. I'm just a conduit that he uses to get his point across to y'all. That's it. All that extra reverence and all of that. Now you gonna come over here and be respectful. You hear me? But I'm not nobody's leader. I don't want none of that. You gonna come over and be respectful, but we all on the same as far as whatever, like folks be wanting God's reverence. I don't want it. That's why I'm getting on here. I mean, I do tell people I'm a prophet because I normally have to dang near sometimes warn them like, hey, be careful. I know I don't look like much to you, but there are some gifts and you have to be careful because everybody ain't the same. But I don't just go on and tell people, oh, you gonna respect me because I'm a prophet of God, blah blah blah. As a matter of fact, I normally don't say nothing. People normally ask me, are you a prophet? Excuse me, mind your business. Shh. 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 Because then people start trying to want to use me like I'm a psychic. It's not the same. Psychics, you can pay them and they gonna give you a false prophecy. I'm not doing that. If God don't tell me to tell you nothing, I don't have nothing to say. And your money ain't gonna make me speak something that God ain't telling me to say. You hear me? I'm not doing nothing for no money. I'm not for sale, and my gifts ain't either. You said you're the only religious person I don't avoid. Well, hopefully I'm not religious at all. We do relationship over here. When Religion is just something you do every day. So if you smoke cigarettes, if you go to work, that's a religion. It's just repetitive things. Religion is just something you do over and 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 over. That's it. That's what religion is. Repetitive something. We do relationship over here. You never know what you gonna get. We study, but we might not be studying the same thing. We might not even pick up a book. We might just be learning about ourselves. Like we just be wherever God want to take us. Nothing is scripted over here. Nothing is. That's why when people try to tell me to get back to the lesson, go read it yourself. You got the book. Because there's somebody in here that need to hear whatever it is that I'm talking about, whether you think it's off the wall or not. You're not the only person in this class, and everybody ain't asking the same questions. And some people are typing, but God hear their questions they asking their mind, and He let me answer them too. They over here for a reason. You ain't never asked a question in your mind, and then God let the TV answer it, or a person that you don't. You like, what did you say? I'm tripping. No, God answered your question. He answered. He didn't have to use whoever. He can use whatever he wants. He can use a donkey to speak. He can use whoever he wants to get a message to you. Your children, the TV, the radio, a billboard, a book, anything. But when you box yourself in saying it can only come from here, well, that's why you don't got your answers in. Send me the message from wherever it need to come from. It ain't no stipulations on, you hear me, where my God can send. He can teach me through a child. I do not care. I just want the answers, the right answers. You hear me? People at the church, that we just gonna leave it. But that's why folks don't be having their answers, and that's why they be thinking God don't hear them, because they told you can only get it from right here. Lies. And they be teaching people don't ask God. So you go ask your pastor, that nigga can't do nothing for you. He don't even know what's gonna happen to him tomorrow. You better go to God first, and your pastor just need to be confirming whatever God already told you. That's what the pastor is for, to confirm. If y'all remember, God would send an angel to the woman or to the man, and then he would send the angel somewhere else to confirm. So when they came back together, they were saying the same thing. What happened to that? People that just knock God all out the way and go to their pastor or minister or whatever first. They go to their pastor or their minister first, instead of going to God and seeing if this person is really from God. When you go in there, if they say the same thing God said, then boom, it's confirmation. But if they didn't, you might want to be leery of that. And if they telling you before you go to God, you need to ask me, or God didn't tell me first, He don't have to, because He know you ain't working with you don't even listen to God. So why would He tell you first? You're not doing nothing He asked you to do as a leader. Why would He tell you first? And you're not even listening to that part. Exactly. So, like, y'all come here, y'all be like, I was just talking about this. I was just thinking about this. Oh my God, this is the thought I was just having. Oh my God, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I don't be at y'all house. We don't talk on the phone. I don't be nowhere. Somebody came in here yesterday and was like, I just fell on this, but literally you are saying every single thing that's happening in my life right now. I don't even know how I got over here, but I'm happy I came over here, because everything you're saying is literally what I'm going through right now. How do I know that she didn't just ask a question of God, why is this happening, or what is going on? And you on TikTok, and then you just follow on the page, and all the answers is right there. A person you ain't never met in your life is saying exactly what you live in right now. Oh, okay. He can use whoever he wants to, even a perfect stranger. But if you block it off to where you ain't listening because you're judging the outside of the person, well, don't be mad when you don't get your answers. Don't be mad when you don't see what you're looking for, because you didn't already said it can only come through one way. However, He's sending them to me. This just happened to me. How you come across my FYP. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you how God works. And that's why I will not put Him in no box. No. You want be like you. No. Because then he can blow my mind every day. Every day I'm going to be super excited because he's blown my mind even more than he did yesterday. And then it just keeps being, my mind gets blown every day. I don't have no reason to be upset and angry and sad because I'm growing every day. You said I was feeling off and God brought me here. He know what we all need, and it don't even mean you're going to stay here for a long time. You don't stay at the hospital for the rest of your life just because you go when you sick. You get healed up and you go home. Maybe you come back when you need more medicine. This ain't church. I'm not forcing nobody to stay here. Come here, get the seeds you need to plant them, and get on. That's it. I'm just here to drop seeds. Everything else extra. Somebody else might water it. Somebody else gonna prune it. Somebody else gonna get the produce. I don't know. I'm just here to do what my daddy asked me to do and nothing extra. So, I love y'all. I'm about to go. I'm about to go eat. I gotta go find me something. The kitchen is calling. The kitchen is calling. Well, to my newbies that's here, we have on CERCA TROVA on YouTube. Let me see what we got over here. Let me see. This our YouTube channel. Right here. CERCA TROVA 22. Y'all see it? And we got 789 videos of classes like this. So if you like this class and you new here, we got almost 800. We working up on 800 classes in less than 2 years, where we talk about everything. Abuse, why things are happening in your life, the Bible, giants, genetics, the stellar orders, the celestial bodies, medicine. It's all in there. And there is a lot. But now y'all under the live tab. Oh, that's how y'all be knowing I'm live. So, I'm about to do something real weird. Okay? I hope this don't mess up. But I'm about to see how I look. Because I didn't know it showed a live thing down there at the bottom. Don't mess up. But I'm about to see how I look. Because I didn't know it showed a live thing down there at the bottom. Don't mess up. But I'm about to see how I look. I'm watching myself. I am watching myself. Oh, this is funny. I'm watching myself. Oh my God. That's funny. I didn't know you could pause the live too. Okay. Oh God. That's I'm about to go. Oh Lord. I did not know. I didn't know you could rewind. I did not know. Really? I need to get on here and do more of this. I told y'all the first time I was talking to my cousin and she walked in her room, we was video chatting or whatever, and I seen myself on her TV. I was like, and her baby said, "TT, it's you on my mama TV." I said, "Yeah, it's me. It's real weird to see myself over there. It still make my cheeks tight, like, you know." It make me feel like this. That's how I be feeling when I see it. If you know, you know. Sometimes I just gotta put my hands under my armpits, and you know, it calms me. That's what it make me feel like. Oh, for real, it's weird. That's crazy. Oh wow. I love y'all too. That's crazy. I did not know. You're on my TV too. But I opened up my phone to comment. See, that's crazy. Oh, you said, "Oh my God, Superstar." Everybody like that movie. Look, everybody be like, "Yo, let's go watch that." I forgot about that movie. Listen, I have not watched myself on my TV either. I didn't even think about doing that. I barely watch that TV. I only really turn it on when I'm about to play my game. You do the same thing? It's weird. It's crazy because I just recorded myself yesterday while presenting and I was doing the same thing. It's weird to see you, like, see you. That's why I can't really go back and watch myself because I don't want to change. You know how people go back and critique their videos. Now, if it's something real good, I might go just find that little part where I said what I said. If I'm gonna send that part to somebody, but just watching myself, like watching, it made me nervous. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. It made me nervous. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, tonight is Friday. I don't know because I got so sick 2 Fridays ago. Was it last Friday? Was it last Friday I got sick or the Friday before that? And I don't ever want to feel like that again. So we'll see. Oh, mm-hmm. We got to see. Because Miss Lisa sent me that good old, and I got a little carried away. Listen, if I do, I'm going to have to go get me some Stella. Because I can't mess with that. Not right now. I woke up sick as a dog. I will not be doing that. I love y'all. I'm about to go. I drank too much. Because normally of that wine, I only drink about this much. And I drink this much. So a whole glass, basically. Yeah. I basically drank a whole glass, but it's very strong wine. And I basically drank a whole glass of it, and I don't ever do that. And I was sick. Yeah, me too. I love y'all. I'm about to go though. I gotta go find me some food, family. We've been on here for 100.